deal with that spirit. One of the things I had to learn about deliverance ministry, and some of you guys may function in deliverance and casting devils out, depending on the spirit that the person is getting delivered from, you don't need to touch them. If I'm getting delivered from a heavy spirit of lust, don't touch me. The problem is people touching me. I mean, I'm going to edit this too, but I'm going to tell y'all. We dealt with that one time. We had a girl, and she was dealing with that, and she started pulling up her clothes. No! Y'all grab her arms and get her phone down, and let's cast this devil out. One of the guys, she said, I got to go in the room. That's fine. Let's just deal with this. But obviously, she didn't need it, especially a man touching her.
Right.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, goes back to prayer, fasting, and discernment. I can pick up how I need to deal with you. I ain't crazy. The girl that keeps saying, I can't come to church till I get my hair done, she ain't told me, but I know she got hurt in church. Because of how the questions she asked. So now I've discerned that I'm extra sensitive when I address her reasons for not coming. Extra sensitive. Sometimes I'm walking on eggshells because I know, if you know me, sometimes I just say what I'm thinking. And now, if I do say something to try to help what she said or to kind of correct what she said, I'm always doing it in a joking way. Hey, man, you don't have to get your hair done. Jesus don't care. Man, instead of saying, man, that's crazy. What you talking about? You better come to church. Because I would say that to somebody like, we close, and you know better. I'm going to just say it to you like that. But that's how, because I'm now discerning her, or I discern, me and the guy were talking to him, it did start getting a little debatable. And I kept telling him, this is what the Bible says, this is what the Bible says. And then he just didn't want to talk about it no more. So I jumped from that, left it alone, said, hey, you want some chips? Or I asked him something about work. But I never broke the relationship. We just stopped that conversation. I didn't even act like it was a big deal. I just kept doing my job. Your mom said, let me ask you a question real quick. That's winning with people. So, 2 principles real quick that'll help you in your witness in life. You got to understand that you can't act interested in somebody you don't like. Seems real simple. But we see people, we prejudge them, and then we try to win them to Jesus, but we really secretly don't even really care for them. So, the principle, and this is not something that I'm saying, this is what I practice. And I got this from John Maxwell, so if you ever hear this CD, you can take credit for it. Everybody's a 10. You know how you rate people on a scale of 1 to 10? I live my life, everybody's a 10. Everybody. Even when you're making me mad, I still call you a 10. And it's not easy. I had one time I was going somewhere and I didn't know where I was going. My first time going, I was kind of lost. Got confused at kind of almost got an accident with this guy. This guy gets out the car. All he had to do was keep driving. He gets out the car and starts yelling and pointing and cussing at me. Gets back in the car, drives off. And you know what I said? He's a 10. And I kept driving. You're a 10. What else I'm going to say? Because the Bible says God so loved the world that he gave Jesus. So that means everybody was intended to God for him to send Jesus to die for everybody. So I don't have a right to make you less than what God made you. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's a 10. That is the principle I live by. I don't care if you smell like a dumpster. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you got 2 teeth in your mouth. You're a 10 to me. And I treat you like a 10. I think last week I told you about the guy that I was witnessing to. I went and I prayed for him, and he went to court and didn't get locked up. And when I saw him 2 days later, he was yelling across the street at me like, yo, it happened just like you said. I'm coming to church with you. What do you say to that? And his friends saw me pray for him. So you know what I did today? Went and spoke to the guys because they were over there again, and I prayed for his friend this time because he just started a new job. Everybody's a 10. I don't care. You about to get arrested on gun charges. I don't care if I'm driving you down the street and you have to go to the gas station and you go buy a pack of cigarettes. I done did worse. You want all the time to say, man, you can't buy cigarettes in the car with me, man. You know, who knows who might say, dude, just get to Jesus. The sinners and the tax collectors were still tax collectors when they was eating with Jesus. All of them ain't quit their job, then come and eat with Jesus. They was eating with Jesus while they were still sinners, because the Bible said the sinners and the tax collectors came and ate with Jesus. Sinners and tax collectors. And I asked y'all the question last week. I'm still asking the question. What was it about Jesus that made sinners want to hang out with him and not sin? Could have been that Jesus was nice. You think you got disciples that you sent that did the same miracles you did, but nobody's coming to hang with the disciples. So it ain't the power, it's the personality. The law of magnetism. But Jesus treated everybody like a 10. When we got caught in adultery, everybody wants to stone you, and you're nice to you, you're nice to her. You're the one person, she'll never forget you. If everybody wanted to kill you, and you got rid of all the people that wanted to kill her, and then forgave her, and didn't even, and this is powerful, she got caught in adultery, so she's fresh out the bed. And Jesus never talks about what happened. Can you do that? That's powerful. He never even talks about the fact that she just got caught in adultery. Don't even bring it up. That blew me now that I think about it, because, you know, we got to tell people about themselves. Let me tell you. That's all you got. Okay, the girl that came to Bible study last week that hadn't come since the beginning of fall semester, I knew she was partying, I knew she was clubbing, because she was putting pictures on the page and saying it and saying it. I never brought it up. I just stayed in touch. And when she found her way back to church, she found her way back to Bible study. I talked to her today. She was like, I'm really trying to make it out. And she's talking to me like, yo, there's something about evangelism. I just feel like I got to know more. After she came last week. Not because I kept telling about it, so I just stayed in touch. We laughed and we joked about stuff. Every once in a while I say something spiritual, like, you know, you call right. But for the most part, we just talked about life. How's your family doing? Let's see. 7 months later, 6 months later, she shows back up. Are you patient enough to wait 6 months on somebody? A year, 2 years? I mean, you go to school with them. There's some people you've known for 4 years. And they still ain't saved, and you stopped trying a long time ago. Don't even bring up these. They know you were the person. That's enough. Yeah, so, everybody's a 10. That principle. See, what's up?
I was going to say, I think it's just, like you said, the key is relationship. Because a lot of the people I win is from being their friend first. You can't treat Jesus like a sales pitch. Like, hey, you, how you doing, guy? Want to know about Jesus? You have to kind of go to people where they are. You see what I'm saying? You have to kind of go to people where they are. You kind of have to, like, even the ones you don't like, you learn their interests, and then you have a conversation about their interests. Then you bring Jesus into the picture, because some people can't handle you just bringing Jesus into the picture like that, unless they inquire or ask you, well, why do you do this? Why don't you do this? Why? Then that's different. So I think it's all based on scenario, but I think the key is trying to be somebody's friend. Look at everyone as a possible friend, as opposed to just, oh, some person I want to invite to my church, or oh, somebody I want to make into a Christian, because we can't do it anyway.
Man, one thing we're going to start doing, I thought about it. One thing we used to do, and we used to have a lot more people coming out, we used to go to lunch or dinner together in the caf. Me and Coach used to have money to eat in the caf, but that's what we used to do. Back in the day, we used to all go to the caf at the same time before Bible study, eat together.
And it was fun.
And the whole table before, half the people wouldn't come to Bible study, but they always eat with us. Relationships. But you gotta say everybody's a sin, because you can't act, I mean, you're not gonna be nice for so long to somebody you don't like. You can't be interested in somebody you don't like. So if you decide to like everybody before you meet them, then the issue is not trying to like them, it's trying to dislike them. And that's honestly how, I promise you, y'all, some people just say this stuff. This is how I live when I deal with people. When I get tickets, I'm still like the police officers. One time, I got like it was a whole bunch of money worth of tickets, y'all. And when he was over, I said, thank you, have a good night. And he let me drive home, and I wasn't even supposed to drive home. But you know, most of us, we gotta, express how we feel. Nobody cares how you feel. You're on assignment. Deal with your feelings at home. But if you're on official kingdom business, it's illegal to speak your own agenda. The other principle we're going to deal with tonight is common ground. And we're going to do this real short. Principle of common ground is, I spend more time focused on what we have in common than what we don't. I deliberately and intently try to find something we have in common.